there's also another issue. We heard that 2 suspected killers of the Anambra lawmaker, they escaped custody. I mean, how did this happen? And should heads start rolling for the negligence, any erring officer involved here?
All over the world, people escape. But the difference is that within 24 hours,
they are found.
Because it's a function of the BVN, we have done the biometrics. So once they get anywhere, either to collect, to buy food somewhere, or they enter a supermarket, once they touch...
There's a digital footprint,
there's a network, and then you can identify where they are with their telephone lines, the global communication system and all that. So people always escape, but you see, notice that in the next 24 hours, you get their pictures everywhere, this is where they are, and then you pick them up. That's the essence of, biometrics and technology and all that. So it's not a good story. People will just be laughing at us all over the world that, look, people escape all the time and they are never caught. I know in other countries too, sometimes it could be very difficult, but it's very rare. Here is a pattern that people get break hours, years. You can't get them. It's just a common pattern there.
But for a matter as sensitive as that, killers of, or alleged killers of a lawmaker, in police, just this, well, it's
there are internal collaborators.
Exactly.
That's what happened. Who aided their escape.
Exactly.
And that's, a reflection of corruption, in our system. So that shouldn't have happened at all. And I'm sure they are staying somewhere now, probably staying in one house or the other, watching television, and nothing's happening to them with their telephones and everything.
I know. I think the IG has to step in here because I see no reason why a high-profile case like that, they're carrying out investigation, and then you just send maybe 4 or 5 officers to go there and begin to do the investigation. It's a high-profile case.
It's very, very.
So it means that if anybody is going there, they have to be loaded with enough weapons. Take them like real criminals, handcuff them, and let them take you to wherever they want to go to. How would they escape? But when you just allow them to just walk free, and then they will take you to the person, because what they did was take you to the person, the buyer of the vehicle, and then the next thing they escape. How? So there's so many things that is not right with that story.
Even though the insecurity in Anambra State is another story entirely. But on this case, I believe the police commissioner should have been put on notice. The DPO in charge, or
everybody. It shouldn't just be 4 or 5 people taking. These are high-profile criminals. Let me use that word, because so it means that you shouldn't just leave it to the police investigating officer to take them there with maybe 1 or 2 other people unarmed. Are you trying to tell me when they were escaping, nobody shot them?
That's one thing the investigation to reveal.
On their legs, and then so at least we now know, oh, they tried to escape, we shot them. Then so that you now know the
absolutely.
Because so escaping just like that, and now you are now sending the whole, you are writing and saying that you want to use technology, you want to do this, do that. Say, no, come on now, we have gone past this. So the CP has a lot of work to do, and I feel that the IG should just send a high-profile team, a special team to go to Anambra. We need to get those guys involved.
And
we need to get the special team involved in trying to
apart from that, I think they need to do more when it comes to securing, the people of Anambra State. We talked about them yesterday. The issue of insecurity is in Anambra. Yeah, the governor, Soludo, is trying his best as much as possible.
I feel the CP they need to come out and tell Nigerians how those guys escaped. You can't just tell me that they just, because that statement is not strong enough.
No, very, very weak. Very, very weak.